I take care of over 300 sailors on board the ship.
Independent duty corpsmen, they're the #1 corpsman out there. One day I was standing there on a flight line and a Marine Corps Chief Warrant Officer got off a plane, and there was another corpsman standing there with him, and he walked right up to the IDC who was next to me and said, "Are you the IDC?" And he said, "Yes, I am." And he goes, "Good, then I don't need to talk to anybody else, I just need to see the IDC." And I knew right then and there that we were, as IDCs, held in high esteem. So who wouldn't want to be the best?
Independent Duty Corpsmen, or IDCs, serve as medical department representatives aboard surface ships, submarines, in diving commands, special operations commands, with Seabees, with the Fleet Marine Force, and with various isolated shore activities of the Navy and Marine Corps. IDCs are medical professionals trained to function independent of a medical officer in areas such as advanced diving medicine, advanced patient care, medical administration, and environmental and occupational health.
The duties that I do are on a daily basis. We have sick call from 08 to 09. Once a month galley inspections, once a quarter habitability and ship store. My junior corpsman and I are responsible for daily water testing as well as weekly bacteriological testing, medical admin aboard the ship, all the records, accountability, data input. I'm also responsible for the preventive medicine, all the immunizations on board.
You work with a lot of people, a lot of corpsmen that you have to give instructions to, especially during emergencies where you have to remain calm. In order to function, you have to give orders, and you have to be comfortable giving orders.
I know everybody on board the ship. I know every last person, what their habits are, what their likes are, what their dislikes are. I know their kids' names. I'm the one that everybody comes to when they got a problem and they need it fixed. And I like being able to help out guys like that.
Every day is a little bit different. We have a medical office. Sometimes we have sick folks to take care of. And we've got a longer deployment coming up where we'll be going to a salvage ship for 6 months in Southeast Asia. So there's a lot of medical planning that goes into that. And medical readiness is a big part of all of that. So making sure everybody has their shots and hearing tests and physicals and everything, that they're medically ready for the threats and things that we might encounter out there.
My duties on board Starrett are throughout the day, various times of sick call, a lot of administrative stuff, records verification, a lot of health promotion type stuff, training, a lot of training on board. In fact, training is probably what we do most of. And then general health and welfare for the crew.
This is a very challenging course for a very challenging job. No matter whether it's sub-IDC, surface IDC, dive IDC, recon IDC, it doesn't.
When you got a multiple number of Marines or sailors down, you're going to be overwhelmed. This is a very challenging assignment, and you have to be the one directing Marines to treat themselves, directing corpsmen to do things, and also get your hands in as well, making sure you're able to stabilize those patients and transport them to the next echelon of care. So that's very challenging for IDC because he has to have a delicate balance. He has to be a great leader when things are not going on, but also he has to be a great leader when there is a situation that arises medically that he's by himself and he has to act in a moment's notice to ensure that that Marine, sailor, airman has his focus.
IDCs receive their training through the Independent Duty Corpsman program at the Surface Warfare Medicine Institute in San Diego, California. The program comprises a 12-month curriculum, which includes 9 months of didactic training and 3 months of clinical training. The program's instructors include medical officers, nurse practitioners, physician assistants, experienced IDCs, and ancillary NECs. The program is composed of 4 phases of intense training. The first phase of training is the core curriculum of the program, upon which everything else is built. It includes courses in anatomy and physiology, physical diagnosis, and preventive medicine, as well as courses in record keeping, pharmaceutical management, and the SAMS computer program.
The IDC program here is designed to take these sailors and prepare them to go out and serve on many different types of platforms, whether it's an aircraft carrier or in the field with the Marines or Seabees, special operations units. We bring them in, we prepare them first by giving them the basics as far as to medical care. We give them anatomy and physiology, and we take them from the core science of anatomy and physiology all the way through patient evaluation, emergency medicine, dental, a crash course in OBGYN.
Training Phase 2 is medical diagnosis and treatment, which covers diseases of the respiratory, cardiovascular, musculoskeletal, and neurological systems, and many other diseases. Training Phases 3 and 4 build upon this curriculum with training in areas such as lab procedures, suturing, IV placement, and fluid therapy, and battle injuries. The students also continue to participate in clinical training throughout the course of training, which ends with a week-long evaluation that represents what it would be like to be on a ship for a week as an IDC. The IDC program strives to create an environment that enhances the possibility of military and professional success for its graduates.
We're medical department heads. We report directly to the commanding officers. We're usually pretty strong members in the chief mess. So we do pretty good in our rankings because of the job, the scope of the job and opportunities that we're allowed to have.
You have to have critical thinking skills. You have to want to be a leader, and you have to be able to work independently.
If you're going to be an IDC out here, you really have to care about your people. You know, each and every one of these sailors are your sailors.
I am a medical professional.
I'm the doc.
I am an independent duty corpsman.